Daily Vlogs, Animation Day 35. We are back on track, guys. We are again another episode of this daily vlog series of learning animation or practicing animation. And today we're starting kinda different, as you can see, because we are doing, how do I say this, warm-ups. You know, I was just thinking like, well, yes, of course you can just go ahead and start animating as soon as possible and go and practice the thing that you wanted to do. But for me, at least, that I'm a guy that is kinda into the gym vibe, culture, etc., etc. And I just think like it is, of course, like important to well, of course, it's the most important part that you need to practice certain movements, certain skills, and practice a lot. But always, in all of sports, in all of area, you gotta do some warm-ups first before starting with the real practice, you know. And I just remember like I used to do this, like just to go and watch some highlights of some sports that I'm just interested in, for example volleyball in this exact case, and I just do like quick practices or quick poses for like 15-20 minutes before start drawing. And to be honest, I like it a lot. To be honest, it felt really good, and I encourage you that you should also do some warm-ups before start drawing the main thing that you want to do, because you get into like this flow state before starting the animation. While I was just feeling like, well, I need to have like this, you know, 15 to 20 minutes into animating before starting the, you know, the focus in the task in the practice. But here I just felt the zone. I just felt the how do I say this? The flow state right away. And I think you could solve. I think it's safe. I think you could solve at the first of the video like, well, yeah, my animation kinda improved a little bit in this practice, you know, which I'm practicing like timing. I just realized too that my timing was kinda sketchy, and I wanted to practice it a little bit by making these timing charts. I think they are called timing charts. And so yeah, I just felt really good by making just a few little sketches, a few little practices, a few little warm-ups before starting right away with the animation and with the actual practice that I wanted to make today. So yeah, I think maybe it's a little bit change of the format, but I think this will be a new format from now on until I feel like I don't want to do them anymore, because yeah, I actually like it a lot. And then, man, I just focused, by the way, on just simple shapes while I was doing the warm-up. I was just focusing on doing simple shapes, having in mind like the gesture of the poses, etc., etc. And let me just talk about something right here, because I feel like, well, yeah, of course you can use this Google quickposes.com or something like that, or gesture.com or something like that. But I feel like if you just have some references for real time action, I think that will be better for your gesture. Because yeah, of course you can just making like this exact pose, this very I don't know, choreographic, very poetic pose of a real professional poser. That somehow feels like an insult. I hope poser don't mean anything bad in in English. But yeah, like Of course, you can learn from that from those professionals, but I think it will be better if you actually make or just get your references from real-time action, as sports are. And I recommend you sports. Just searching for I don't know, swimming highlights, or volleyball, basketball, football, soccer highlights, because they are like professional athletes. And yeah, I just learned from them that they are very, I don't know, very gestural, I think it's the word, because most people right here, for example, most people, we are just stiff and really really hard on the muscles, while just an athlete that level, it's always so, I don't know how to say this, so elastic maybe, so yeah, so elastic, so smoothly with their movements, so they can just make a lot of force in the, or power in the movements of certain, I don't know, things. So yeah, I just recommend you using sports as a references, because they are like the top of the top body of, or physical level of the human beings. So yeah, that was it for today. As you can, I'm gonna start drawing more and more gestures before starting animating, just as a little warm-up, and I'll let you know how it feels in the next month. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see each other in the next episode. Goodbye.